Let's take a few moments to learn how to use Google Flow in this easy to follow tutorial, and we'll walk you through everything you need step by step, starting with what is Google Flow. In a nutshell, Google Flow is an AI video making tool that gives you high quality results from just a series of simple prompts. With Google Flow, you can create nearly any type of video that you can imagine. In this tutorial, we'll show you how to create your script, how to storyboard your video, create the actual video, how to edit and produce your project, and then move on to a second case study that shows you how to create a video with consistent characters, so make sure you stick around for that one. Let's get into it. To get started, head over to flow.google, and I'll put a link below as well. Once you're there, quite predictably, you'll need to sign in with your Google account. After you sign in, you'll go to the Flow homepage that shows you some examples, any projects you've created, and the New Project button. Let's go ahead and click on New Project, and that'll land you in the Design and Editing work area. Taking a quick tour around, this middle section is your main workspace. Over here on the left, you can see all of your project's media, create some characters of which we'll see later. This scene area is where you put your clips together, and the Tools section lets you add some really cool effects to your videos. You can start by naming your project by clicking up here where you see the date and choosing Rename. Over on the right, you have the section with a prompt box. This is where you type in the kind of video you want to create, and you have a few other options you can explore on your own right here. Now, a quick note, you can create videos directly by typing in a prompt, but you're better off using a specific workflow, which is to create your script first, then create a storyboard, then produce your video. And we'll use all three of these for our case study. All right, since I really like coffee, let's start off by asking Google Flow to create a short 5-segment video script about how coffee is made by entering a prompt like this. Let's go ahead and submit that. All right, Flow came back with a script, and if we take a moment to review things, overall, it looks pretty good. Now, the cool thing with Flow is it won't create the video right away. Instead, it'll ask you if you want to make any adjustments or refinements, so it can get a better idea of what type of video you want to create. Likewise, depending on your project, Flow may ask a couple qualifying questions as well, because if you take a second to think about it, this is really a good idea because Flow is nudging you into thinking everything through before you create your video, which, if we're honest, is Google's way of trying to save your credits. At this point, I'm going to ask Flow to create a more detailed description by typing in this prompt. Let's go ahead and submit that and see what we get. All right, now if we check this out, Flow came back with a detailed script describing exactly how the video will appear. Again, we could refine things a bit more if we wanted to. For example, get into specific camera angles, lighting, textures, image elements, etc. by typing in our specific prompts. But you get the idea. So how about we move on to the next phase and ask Flow to create the storyboard. The storyboard will give us an idea of how everything will look before we create the video. And using a simple prompt like this will do the job. Just go ahead and submit that. All right, overall, this looks pretty sharp. Now, if we're satisfied, we could generate the video from here or make some changes. In our case, let's say we want to make some changes by adding our logo to the coffee cup. Now, there's a few ways to do this. For example, we could use the prompt box down here in the lower right corner, or click on the storyboard itself to open it. For today, how about we click on the storyboard to open it? Then type our changes down here in the prompt box. Now, one of the cool things we can do is click and drag over a specific area to make our changes. For instance, in this case, I'll click and drag over the coffee cup. Then in the prompt box, type in a prompt asking Flow to add a logo to the coffee cup in the last frame of the storyboard. And as always, making sure the prompt is as detailed as possible. Next, I'll click on the plus sign to upload the image. As you can see, Flow will show us all the various types of media categories that we can work with. Things like images, videos, and if our script has characters, we can add them to the video as well. Even upload a picture of ourselves into this avatar section. Let's go ahead and submit that to see what Flow gives us. All right, the storyboard looks pretty solid. Now it's time to create the video. Let's start that by going up to the upper left-hand corner and going back a screen. And to create the video, we can type a simple prompt just like this. Now, here's another cool thing that works in Flow's favor. As you may know, generating videos can take up a lot of credits, and Flow is letting us know exactly how many credits it'll cost. Now, I'm cool with this number, so how about we approve this and generate the video? At this point, just give Flow a little while to create the video. And there we go. At first glance, this looks pretty good. Okay, now one of the cool things with Google Flow is that it's really good about building consistent images into your project, and these individual segments fit neatly into one complete video. If you click on a clip, you can view it. You can also hear the sound effects that were added. Down here on the timeline, you can adjust the length, and in the prompt box, you can type in any changes you want to make. Okay, the final step is to combine all of our individual clips into one complete video, and for that, we want to use scenes. Let's go back a screen, and over here on the left, click Scenes. From here, you can either right-click in the workspace and choose New Scene, or in the upper right corner, click on the plus sign and choose Create Scene. It'll bring us to the timeline, and all we need to do is just arrange our clips in the order we want them shown. If you click the plus sign, it'll show you all the clips Flow has created, and to add it to the timeline, just click on the one you want to use. From here, we can preview the clip, adjust the timing by trimming it a bit, make some edits down here in the prompt box, drag clips around, or add a new clip. Let's take a second here to add some new clips and rearrange them a bit. All right, time for the moment of truth. Let's play this video to see how it looks. Okay, I'll take it. Once you're satisfied with how your video looks, you can download it by clicking on this icon right here. After you download the video, you can always edit it in other video editors like DaVinci, Premiere, or my go-to, Camtasia. Okay, let's move on to our second case study and show you how to create your own custom characters that you can use in your videos. Let's start by doing a new project, then over here on the left, click Characters. In the main screen, you want to describe the image you want to create. You can even use existing images as a reference, of which I'm going to do. For this example, I'm going to enter a description of the avatar I use to create the videos on this channel, then upload a reference image. All right, let's submit that and see what we get. Okay, on the next screen, we can see the avatar. We can give the image a name if we click on the pencil icon, and as usual, we can make some changes down here in the prompt box. We can also give our character a voice. I'll go with this one, and please don't ask me to pronounce it. Okay, we're done creating our character, so we'll go up here to the upper right-hand corner and click Done. The next step is to create our video, and because we've already done that, the only part you need to know is how to include your character in the video itself. So to add your character, you want to type the @ symbol, which opens our media gallery, and then we can choose our character and type our prompt. At this point, I'll speed things up and create the storyboard and video just so we can get to the finished product. And here's our finished project. If we play the video, you can see our character has been animated using the voice selected.
Every great cup of coffee begins here, where only the finest cherries are selected. Next, we brew. Using a pour-over method allows us to control the extraction perfectly. Finally, we taste. Take a moment to breathe in the aroma first.
Now, I gotta admit, overall, this looks pretty good. I really hope this guy doesn't put me out of business either. Now, before we wrap things up, I wanted to take a moment and do some full disclosure. During the making of this video, Flow did fail a few times, and it took several attempts to get all the videos right. And these failed attempts did cost me a few credits, which I can say I'm not very happy about. But I wanted to be honest with everybody and let you know how things went, just so you won't get caught off guard if you try to do this in real life. And that's how you use Google Flow. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thanks for watching. And since you're here, YouTube thinks this is a good video for you to watch, so feel free to check it out.